Don't forget to refuel when you are biking multiple miles and multiple hours a day. I usually use Kate's bars. They're a bomb. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Obviously, don't forget to hydrate. Always be hydrating. Super dry up here in the Sierra, so it's always best to be safer than sorry. We're climbing all the way up to Mammoth Rock Trail from the Old Mammoth Road. Haven't done it this way. You got cool wildlife just chilling all around. Beautiful views. I'm really putting this hardtail through the ringer. Did some jumps, a lot more difficult kind of technical sections that I haven't done in years, and it's holding up. Definitely one thing I noticed is I need to get a new rear tire, as I bought this used, and whenever it was getting taken out, my riders must not have been using the bike to its full potential. Oh, you can hear out of shape, out of breath. Whew. All right, I'll get to the trailhead. Put my goggles on. Whew. Exhausted already. Behind you. Thanks. That's where I feel like a hardtail is a little bit more difficult to gauge. You gotta trust your legs to absorb a lot of these things, whereas on a full suspension you don't, and you can pedal through stuff, whereas there I'm having to try and shift and be the suspension in the rear. A lot to do all at once and try and go fast. and pick a good line. So it does get a little bit more tricky with a hardtail. You get bucked around a little more, so you got to make sure your line is not going to throw you off the side of the mountain. Whew. Definitely a workout. A good one, for sure. Now this path is also a hiking trail, so as fast as I would really like to go, I have to be aware that I can't be mobbing down here completely, as there might be families or hikers and don't want to be running into them. But a beautiful trail nonetheless. I'm really glad the climbing is a little bit over. There are a couple sections that there are some climbs, but they're not too bad. A little bit more loose rocks. It did just rain in town the past like 4 or 5 days, so it's always good after a big rain or multiple big rains that you take things a little bit slower. It's good during the storm, but afterwards there might be some ditches and some washout that is not ideal. So this is a climb that I'm not particularly fond of. That's the nice thing about mountain biking, is you can get off your bike and walk if you're uncomfortable. I definitely have so much more to learn, technique wise, setup. Which lines might be better or worse. There's a lot of aspects that are very interesting in mountain biking, no doubt. Oh, whew. Came off the pedal. That was scary. Yeah, it would definitely be fun to do this trail. Do a comparison between the 26 that I have and this bike. There's definitely positives to 29s. Less angle to get up certain things, but I'm not an expert rider, so there's a lot of technique that I don't know how to do to get up steep berms, steep features, stuff like that, especially on a hard tail. Whew. Now to me, that is a technical section. To some people, it's absolutely nothing. Whew. Quick break. Oh. Whew. Alrighty. All right. And we are done, I think, with the major part of the climb. And it's mostly downhill from here. And easy downhill as well. I can open it up a tiny bit. So I have to be a little cautious. Very new to the whole hardtail life. The technical bouncy section. Again, that's just subjective to me. Whew. All right, thank you. As said before, it's also a hiking trail. You always have to just be extra careful. Keep your eyes open and kind of on a swivel. I love how the front tire handles a lot of the steering. I don't have to worry about the washout into a turn with the front, but with the back, it's a little bit more finicky. If I come into a turn and I'm still a little bit more on that center tread, I wash out pretty bad. But this is some nice dirt and sand. Pump the brakes a tiny bit just so it does get a little loose in some sections. Alrighty. Fun turn right there. Nice little root section. Solid dirt right there. I'll slow it down a tiny bit. Oh yeah. I cheat when I do the rooster. I gotta learn better how to do it more proper and not the cheater way. But man, does it feel good to get sideways. Oh yeah, what a fun straightaway. that you can do wrong here. Make sure nice little SE turns. Berms are a tiny bit small there, so I typically go slower, but I bet a more experienced rider could just mop through there with such ease. Another fun little straightaway. Really open it up. Really feel the control of your front tire on this stuff. It's pretty amazing. And there you have it. Yeah. Woo-wee. So we just did a ginormous loop all the way that way and around. Oh, what a blast. And yeah, that is Mammoth Rock Trail. Again, I'm not the best rider whatsoever. I don't even come close to being like a mediocre rider. There were definitely some sections I had to get off and walk because you know, I don't quite have the technique in picking certain lines and figuring out how to navigate through that kind of stuff, but ride with people that do and you get better. So I definitely appreciate the people that I have been riding with, and can't wait to ride more and be more involved and take it easy, obviously, because I'm a skier. But that was fun. Till next time, we'll do another full trail walk through. That was just Mammoth Rock Trail, going the Old Mammoth Loop. So that was awesome. Till next time.